Hello, this is Azrael the One. Some of you on my YouTube channel might know me for some of my gamer content. Some of you might also know me for my response to Planet Ether. Well then, you also know what's about to happen. This means at this point, I'm going to step out of my Azrael persona for my subscribers, small base as they are, and I'm going to come out to who I really am. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Michael, 26. I live here in the mean streets of Brooklyn, Army veteran, husband, father, and of course, scholar. So, what you're about to see is about to be a very nice response to one LaGenie Burlesque, or whatever the fuck that means. So, be prepared and enjoy your day. Now, with that being said, drop that beat. Okay, folks. So here's what we have a problem. So as you may or may not be aware of, I have been talking with Miss Archduchess regarding a few things. One, I was responding to her back and forth on Planet Ether, where I realized I've noticed this LaGenie Burlesque broad. She has some very colorful things to say. Now, where I'm going to jump in at is very simple. Is that she said she will roast me. So I said, you're more than welcome to try. So I'm going to read for you what she said over my phone in a very simple manner, her commentary. So hold on. Going into the inbox. Yeah. So reply to your comment on Planet Ether. If I had failed to roast Mr. Harris, you wouldn't be whining in my general direction about damaging him. Now would you? No, I incinerated his ass without saying a word in that entire video. And you recorded and posted a response about it, thinking that someone else made it, and she even thought that that person was responsible. That is a full-bodied aromatic roast, my friend, and it was fun for me to do. I wouldn't have to try or go very far or break a sweat to roast you, buddy, because you are not particularly thorough, so tempt the fates if you must. You are speaking out of turn about something you know little about in the name of some sociopath ritualistically stalks, slanders, and censors people. No one told you who to listen to for whatever reason. No one told Tammy he had no right to yell, scream, and whine about black women all damn day and night. You are barking up the wrong tree, mister. I am not trying to censor your hero. Your hero threatened to shut my page immediately upon my discovering from nothing more than what you are doing to me now, voicing your disagreement for what I present for public scrutiny. Why? Because he knew he couldn't do it. Because he had done it before. Because he had censored his critics by false flagging and using his legions of fake accounts. When I encountered him, 6 other YouTubers were already being slandered and harassed by him. When one of them saw your hero verbally attack my kid and slander my entire family, he stepped up and introduced an idiot to a real audience of real people who don't support pedophiles and misogynist bullies the way you apparently do. Now he blames me and will continue to blame me for the rest of the black female universe for the fact that he isn't attracted to them romantically, and that his scary preacher mother is not only encouraged me to be hyper self-conscious, but also definitely afraid to admit his attraction to men in public. Go have a pity party with Tammy and leave me out of your circle, jerk. Really? If you call that a roast, sweetheart, nah. But I'm gonna fix you real quick, and I'm gonna try to be very logical while I cut that ass. First and foremost, let's get one fucking thing straight. I asked you to provide facts. It's not enough that Tommy asked you to provide facts. I asked you to provide facts because I'm a man of my word. I believe that there are 3 sides to every story. Your version, his version, the truth. Frankly, you have a hard fucking time reading. Now, I've even gone through some of your videos to see what you're talking about, and believe me, looking at your ass, I think you're just a simple woman who's going through a midlife crisis. Like, you're sitting here whining, he's Tammy this, Tammy that. Look, bitch, you sound like a broad that's mad because a nigga won't give you the dick. Point blank, period. Roast me, you said. Let's go through some of the comments. Matter of fact, I'll let you YouTubers look at it because I'm going to link you to that video and you can read everything I've said. But long story short, I went through this shit and I said, listen, where's your evidence? Show me something. And your response simply is, well, he's been doing it all the time. Yo, do me a favor. Either shit or get off the fucking pot, you dumb broad. It's just that fucking simple. See, this is the shit that Tommy is talking about. It's not all you black women, and some of y'all black women's gonna watch this video, gonna say I sound like Tommy. Now let me explain his point for you, because some of these slow motherfuckers don't get it. Including this dipshit broad with a short ass hair looking like a Fresno dyke. He is talking about the ratchet ass behavior that black women exemplify. Now there's common sense and logic that people say is this: if it doesn't apply to you, don't bother. But if the shoe fits. So obviously, Miss Blah Burlesque, if you're getting that fucking pissed off, obviously because something of what he's saying has something to do with your stupid ass. Get it through your fucking head, people. Not people. You, Miss Burlesque, and your little fan club, whoever that may be. Get it through your fucking skull that shit probably doesn't apply to you. You shouldn't get mad. But since you're getting mad, let's keep this fucking real. You get mad, it must have something to do with you. If you don't get mad, oh well. I can honestly say, y'all talking about Tammy and his followers. Let's be realistic. Mr. Sotomayor, across 7 or 6 different profiles, has probably about a total of about 70,000 subscribers to your 50. So I don't think he could generate that many fake accounts. I mean, that would require a massive amount of days and time, different IP addresses, and probably different internet service providers. I don't think one person could generate all that in a matter of days by themselves. Bot or no bot. But let's get back to you with your black pride and all that bullshit. Let's talk about the fact, sweetheart, that you talk about Tammy, but, and I'm using your term, so Mr. Sotomayor, don't get offended by what I'm saying here. You talk about Tommy like he's so down on black women. But have you ever stopped to realize that you don't say shit to Plies, Rick Ross? Oh, the list goes on, who they degrade you, they disrespect you, they call you a bitch, slut, and whore. They pimp you out for their fucking pockets, and you, like a dumb bitch, buy their fucking records. You listen to the music. You see these fucking ratchet ass hoes walking up and down the street, 13, 14 years old, dressing like a little skank, and you don't say a goddamn word. You put these motherfuckers like Monty, who I'm gonna eat the next. Oh, don't worry, nigga, I got something for you. You're gonna sit there and talk a whole bunch of shit and put that nigga up to do shit, and if it wasn't you directly, you were certainly in that circle, you were in that circumference. You put these niggas up there to do some lame shit and think that shit is popping? Yo, honestly, use the real fucking sellout. Point blank. Because a man is out here trying to fucking point out the symptoms of his people, so that other people that live in the area in their own circumference can spread the word and say, hey, maybe if we as a collective force can see what the fuck we're doing to ourselves, specifically the women, we can turn our shit around. So, in case you missed all that, Miss La Burlesque, which, by the way, I don't know what self-respecting woman will refer to herself as being very burlesque, because that implies that you're a hoe. I wonder. But let me break down that argument one more time. The reason why Tommy says what he says, how he says it, is simply because motherfuckers do not respond to positive reinforcement. Now, that doesn't say all black people don't respond to that shit. Nah. But what it does mean is 95% of these dumb motherfuckers walking the street won't pay you attention if you sit there and you talk to them like a normal person. But if I happen to be loud and obnoxious like them and say what I got to say and it has truth, then motherfuckers pay attention. But see, your fucking problem is you get wrapped up in what the fuck, excuse me, not what the fuck you saying, but how the fuck you saying it. Because guess what? You and your dumbass fan base sat there pretty much and argued with me today saying, well, it's how he said it. So you have no problem what the fuck you saying then. So what the fuck is your problem? That's the definition of fucking stupid, not retarded. Retarded is something you can't help. Stupid. So, Miss La Burlesque, in closing, I highly suggest to you that you pull out that tampon, you go to your therapist, You get some fucking help. If your man doesn't look like Tommy and you're that obsessed with him, tell that motherfucker to put a mask on so when you fuck him, you think you're fucking Tommy. Otherwise, my truest suggestion to you will be this. If you're going to suggest that this man has done all this shit to you, dig up the fucking proof. Don't sit here and talk out your ass, because you sound like the dumb motherfuckers walking up and down the goddamn street. You've been ethered. Have a nice day. And if you decide to come back at me, by all means, please, bring some fucking facts. Hell, if you want to go dig up my personal life, go right ahead. You won't find shit. Deuces.